You know, I went to engineering school to study quantum physics because I wanted to know how things work, and I specifically wanted to know, how does life work? And I learned a lot. You know, quantum physics taught me about the observer effect and field theory, that human beings are incredibly powerful. And yet there was something really missing for me. So during the years that I was a monk, I studied the lives of people that were heroes and discovered the 3 steps, 3 skills. Number 1, knowing who you are and where you stand. Communicating powerfully and beautifully, and making a contribution. Those are the 3 skills that every hero throughout history had. The purpose of LifeCamp, the company and the website, is to deliver those 3 skills to people that are interested in being authentic, that are asking themselves the question, there's got to be more to life than this. Or people that are going through some kind of a transition or midlife crisis, or just that aren't willing to live in mediocrity anymore. So, you know, having studied the lives of those people that were heroes, we came up with these 3 programs. The first is Heart Virtues. Identifying your heart virtue will tell you who you are, where you stand. It gives you something you can rely on your entire life, something indestructible and invincible about you. It's the thing that's most meaningful to you. And when you know your heart virtue, what we found and what our clients tell us is that then there's a sense of confidence and clarity in everything that they do. The second step, the second skill that these heroes had or mastered, was communicating powerfully and beautifully. And so being able to, for instance, like Martin Luther King, to step up and say, I have a dream. That's what we're really here to train people to do, is how can they take their heart virtue, communicate it so powerfully and beautifully that they master the third step, which is, how do you make a contribution to humanity? You know, so many people think that they want more stuff, or they want life to be a particular way. What we really want is to experience ourselves being incredibly valuable and making a contribution to other people. That's why we want the stuff that makes us feel important. Because we know that we've inherently got this ability to be so important in someone's life, and we're not living up to it. When you are, life is so meaningful and rewarding. And then things like money and resources come naturally because you're making such a huge contribution. It's like the law of cause and effect. Those things just naturally come back to us. So LifeCamp was started to train people to live authentically in alignment with what's most meaningful to them, from the inside out. Because we're trained to live from the outside in, and I think most people are done with taking a pill to try and live life. So we're here to, number 1, identify people's heart virtues. Our goal is to identify the heart virtues of 6 billion people. If we can accomplish that, the other 2 will be taken care of. People will automatically be making a contribution and communicating powerfully and beautifully. And we have programs for all 3 of these. The Heart Virtues program is to identify what's most meaningful to you, so you have clarity and confidence in all the choices and in the careers and relationships that you have. Communicating powerfully and beautifully is a program we call Authentalk. And making a huge contribution to humanity is our core action program, where we actually show people, how do you turn what you love to do, how do you turn your passion into a rewarding career? So the purpose of LifeCamp is to deliver these programs not just to the few hundred people like we are now. We're having amazing success focusing our attention on a few hundred people. We want to reach billions, and that's why LifeCamp was started.